Oh, my gosh.
Oh!
Families across Australia are battling a clutter crisis.
This is what we took out of your house.
Oh, my God.
All of them are desperate for help.
All this is weighing you down. You have to let it go.
Peter Walsh frees them from the stuff holding them back.
Yes!
While Cherie Barber renovates their cleared-out homes. And Angie Kent brings old treasures back to life.
I'm excited about that.
Me too.
It's the biggest
Oh, my God!
transformation
I can't believe this.
of their lives. Stephen and Megan have been married for 3 years and share a love of performing, with Megan part of a dance troupe and Stephen playing in a band.
Stephen is loud, energetic. He's very passionate, which is lovely. He's just outgoing, he's confident, he's life of the party.
But it's what's happening inside the couple's small two-bedroom townhouse that's causing friction.
We just have clutter everywhere. The dining table has things piled all over it. Stephen has a lot of clothes. There's a lot of music equipment. It's just everything's overkill.
But for Stephen, who was diagnosed with attention deficit hyperactivity disorder as an adult, his struggle with clutter is part of who he is.
The one thing with the ADHD is you'll do 10 things at once and you don't finish any of them. My attention span has been a constant battle, which has contributed to the clutter as well.
Things have got so bad that the couple are now sleeping apart.
It's causing us so much conflict. We'll just argue because we're stressed in this environment. I don't know what will happen if we don't get on top of this.
Many people with ADHD have trouble concentrating, act impulsively, and can be disorganised. And for Stephen, it's led to a clutter crisis. So it's clear this couple desperately needs our help. Hey!
Hello.
Steve, Megan, how you doing?
Well, thank you.
We hear you have a bit of a clutter issue.
Yes, we do.
Unfortunately.
Well, let's get to it. Let's go. Come on.
Wow.
Okay. There is a ton of stuff in here.
Yes, there
Okay,
is.
so seriously, like, when was the last time you actually kind of ate at this table?
Probably be more than a year ago.
That's not good.
Okay, so it's not really a dining table, it's kind of like a dumping ground.
It's just a disorganised
Smorgasbord
mess.
of stuff.
Ange, what are you seeing?
I mean, there is so much stuff, but I'm seeing a lot of beautiful guitars. They're yours, Steve, I'm guessing.
Yep.
I'm seeing a lot of Steve. I see little Steve up here. Where are you in this, Megan?
The bookcase, all of those books are mine.
Okay, so that's a little bit of you back there.
That's me, and they're books that I don't read because I can't get to them.
Yep, we see that.
I feel like there is a lot of Stephen in the house. He likes working on his guitars, so he's got a lot of equipment in the lounge room. He's very passionate about music, and that's something that brings him happiness. But for me, it's quite stressful being in all this mess.
So we have a kind of dining area here, a lounge area here. I'm guessing kitchen, okay. Kitchen tucked back in here.
Yes.
Again, a ton of stuff.
There's stuff everywhere.
Oh, I can't argue with that.
So nothing has a home.
Yeah.
And therefore, you don't have a home.
Yeah.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
There's a real imbalance in this home with Steve's stuff taking over. And I'm guessing upstairs is going to be no different. So this is the spare bedroom.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is a totally uninhabitable room.
Yeah. So I see a ton of clothes down in this closet here.
that's-
So I've been using that as my wardrobe.
What do you want this room to be, Steve?
This, ideally, I've always wanted one all my life, as a music studio.
Great.
but at the moment, I'm buried. I have good intentions. I'll say, yep, and I'll do this, and I just don't get round to it. You know, not being able to fight the clutter, it's depressing. But music, to me, for mental health, it is the best thing that I've ever, come across. It just takes me into a whole nother world. Yeah, I just love it.
So you would like this to be your music sort of jam room, is that right?
Yeah, which is exactly why I've got downstairs happening, and then that becomes a problem, because Megan will want to do something, and I'm just, I'm afraid of upsetting her, because I want to have my enjoyment. Like I try, and that failure of, not getting, I had the picture in my head, but I just can't do it.
Look, here. That's why we're here. Can I check out the master bedroom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Please do.
Let's have a look.
What are you thinking about this room?
The obvious things are like the vertical drapes are really daggy, the carpet's had it, all those clothes should be in the master bedroom, so I might be able to do something creative with the wardrobe. But you know what, also, if Steve wants to jam with his friends, this is a townhouse complex.
Yeah.
Imagine your neighbours, like 9 o'clock at night, and so I think I've got to do something with soundproofing in here as well.
Oh, definitely. I've got my eye on... I know you've got your eye on this.
I
little
like
baby.
that one.
You want that one. Steve has so many guitars hidden under clutter, I reckon even he doesn't know how many he's got. And I want to find out if there's any real gems and how much they're worth. Beautiful.
Across the hallway, Peter has discovered the master bedroom is as jam-packed as the rest of the house.
How does this room make you feel?
Stressed.
Yeah.
Too stressful for me to sleep in most of the time. More often than not, I sleep on the lounge.
Okay. In this room, scale of 1 to 10. Relaxation?
1.
1.
Big 1.
Okay. Intimacy?
-1.
Yeah. Okay. Megan and Steve are in real strife. With their clothes spread out in separate rooms, the clutter has now become a wedge that's driving this couple apart. And it needs to stop now.
To get Steve and Megan's lives back on track, everything in the bedroom, living area and spare room must be packed up so it can all go to a massive warehouse for sorting.
There's a couple of things we have to do. Loosen the strings, just to take the pressure off the neck.
Right, yep.
And bubble wrap around the head of the guitar, so as the guitar is transported, the extra padding protects it as well.
Yeah, that's all good, yeah.
Watching everything going onto the truck, I feel embarrassment. I don't know how much Stephen will want to get rid of, but I think having Peter there will be a massive help.
Oh, I'm feeling a little overwhelmed. I've got to bite the bullet and really make those hard decisions because I'm not living the life that I do want to live.
Coming up, Cherie rips into the Renault. And when confronted with the clutter,
Oh, my God.
tensions boil over.
No, I want to keep
No,
it.
I'm about to answer and you shut me down.
The last belongings of Steve and Megan are being packed up after clutter overwhelmed their small townhouse, putting enormous strain on the couple's relationship. As the vans are filled up, in the master bedroom, Angie hunts for treasure.
With so much of Steve's personality on display in this home, there's barely any sign of Megan. But I've just found some of her mementos that I'd love to learn more about so I can use them to bring some balance into this place.
At a nearby warehouse, an army of movers unpack every item, so Steve and Megan can decide what to keep, donate or recycle.
Steve's ADHD means he struggles with impulse control and staying on task. But while that's contributed to the clutter, I don't think it's the whole story. As I can see, we've unpacked a lot of Megan's things too. So with this couple's marriage on the line, I need to get both of them to focus on the challenge ahead. On the count of 3, I want you to look at what your stuff looks like laid out category by category. 1, 2, 3, open your eyes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. That was in our house.
Wow.
How, man?
How does that fit in our little place?
I want to give you a little tour of exactly how much you have here. Starting right here, the wall of music, 25 guitars in total.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Here we have 4 tables of books and photos.
No.
4 tables of pillows, blankets, and other bedding. Now, this is absolutely amazing. Shoes and clothing. Steve, 48 pairs of shoes.
Wow.
Me.
Megan, don't look so surprised
Uh-oh.
because you have 184 pairs of shoes.
No.
You win.
But even more amazing, nearly 1,000 items of clothing between you.
Wow.
Not to mention all of this furniture, a massive amount of stuff. 196 moving boxes is what it took us to get it here into the hall.
I'm shocked at how much stuff we have.
Definitely my ADHD is coming into play.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Attention deficit,
Hyperactivity disorder.
hyperactivity disorder. You can't focus, and then you hyperfocus.
Yeah.
And so your purchasing is out of control. Your hyperactivity is out of control. So we need to help you learn how to rein that in and help you to focus where is best. Megan, what are you thinking right now?
I've always loved shoes, but I never thought I loved that many shoes.
Okay. Look, I think both of you are kind of feeding off each other in a weird kind of way.
Yeah, we're equally as bad as each other.
Yeah, and both of you have to rein this whole behaviour in.
Yeah.
But it's going to take some tough choices because at least 80% of what you see in front of you has to go. Let's get started. Come with me.
Back at the townhouse, with the clutter gone from the rooms, the renovation team can get started. They've got just 2 days and a tight budget to make over Steve and Megan's stress-filled bedroom, convert the jam-packed spare room into a music studio, modernise the outdated kitchen, and overhaul the chaotic living area. As the ceilings and doors get freshened up and old light fittings are removed, Cherie tackles the flooring.
Even though the lounge, dining and kitchen are connected, the carpeted tiles make it feel disjointed and small. So we're ripping them out to lay floorboards for an open plan feel throughout. But we've got to get a move on. We've got flooring installers coming in, that's going to take forever, so I brought in the big guns, the hammer drill.
While the tiles come up quickly, it exposes a problem underneath.
The mortar that was holding the tiles in place is so thick, it's made the floor in the kitchen higher than the dining room. And I need this surface totally level. So we're going to have to grind it down before the floorboards can be laid. But as my installer's just arrived, he'll have to start in the lounge and work his way toward the kitchen. What I would love is if you can run the floorboards this way so it sort of makes the room appear larger. Is that okay?
Yep, happy to do that.
Back at the warehouse, Megan and Steve are trying to reduce their huge amount of linen that was spread throughout their small townhouse. But while Megan's letting things go, Steve's finding it difficult.
Go.
That towel, I usually have that in my gym bag.
Okay, and do you still want it or not?
Yes.
So it's a keep. Already this couple is struggling to agree on what can be let go.
Oh,
That's one of your job blankets.
yeah.
With Steve reversing decisions already made by pulling stuff back out of a donation box.
I have to keep these.
So I need to set much-needed boundaries to help Steve rein in his impulsive behaviour. What we need to do is to find a home for everything.
Everything.
OK? Where are the towels going to live? We're starting at step one because this is something you've never done.
Yeah.
And that's why the house is so chaotic.
That one can go in the main bathroom and they can go in the ensuite.
With no limits in their household and Steve being such a larger-than-life extrovert, I don't think anyone has put the brakes on him before.
Look, you know what? This can go.
OK?
Done.
Okay.
All right.
To Steve's credit, he's really trying now.
Go.
Go.
Good. But while he is successfully letting go of enough linen,
Time to go.
there's resentment bubbling away under the surface. We have less than one box that you've kept, and we have 3 going off to donation.
That's crazy.
Let's go. Got
Yeah.
tons more to do. And sure enough, as soon as we move on, a row erupts over keeping a box of cups. So tell me what's happening right now. Because you're annoyed,
Yeah.
and you're trying just to get stuff done.
Yeah.
So why are you annoyed?
Because I try to put my opinion and it gets thrown off.
OK, so is that how you see it?
I say to him, where are you going to put them?
OK,
And then I don't get an answer.
OK.
It's just like, no, I want to keep
No,
it.
I'm about to answer and you shut me down.
OK, so then let's deal with this. OK, so do you want to keep the cups?
I want to keep them and use them.
OK, so is that a problem?
It's just that the things keep coming in and nothing goes out.
OK, so who's going to be responsible for getting rid of 2 mugs?
I will.
So you're committed to that?
Yeah.
Yes?
If you're agreeing to get rid of 2 mugs, that's fine. It creates a space for them.
exactly what-
And that's what I'm trying to ask you.
OK.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Question now is, when you buy an item,
Yeah.
are you going to get rid of a similar item? Is that what you're agreeing to?
Yes. Yes.
Does that include guitars?
No.
Absolutely it does. Look. Absolutely it does.
Coming up, Angie learns the story behind a classic,
Definitely drove up the demand for the guitar.
Interesting.
while Cherie hits an unexpected roadblock.
Oh, my goodness.
At Steve and Megan's townhouse, the kitchen floor is now level with the living area, and the new floorboards are down throughout. So upstairs, Cherie can start transforming the once clutter-filled spare room into a music studio for Steve. But with everything cleared out, there's a new issue.
Yeah, bit of an echo.
Yeah. Room echo is caused by sound bouncing off hard surfaces like floors, walls and windows. So I'm bringing in acoustic wall panels to reduce the problem. Plus, with the neighbours so close by, the panels will really help absorb the sound of Steve's guitar playing. Oh, they're nice.
They are, aren't they?
And as they're a beautiful oak colour, I'm also using them as feature walls in the lounge and bedroom, which should really warm up the look of the place.
In the bedroom, the couple's clothes had taken over, and Steve's had spilled into the spare room and downstairs, along with his guitar equipment. So Cherie's come up with a neat solution.
As the clothes should go back in the bedroom, I can convert the spare room's wardrobe into a guitar repair station, which I reckon Steve will absolutely love. And I'm adding new storage at the other end of the room for his music gear, along with a pop of colour to give the space a fun, creative vibe.
The moment has arrived to address the 25 guitars. It's a lot. So why the love of guitars?
I just see them as works of art, you know. I'd rather hang these on the wall than a painting because I can touch them, I can, play with them, you can hear them, see them, smell them.
The problem is that it feels like they've really taken over because the moment that you're questioned about the volume of stuff, you go into panic.
Yeah, so I feel like I'm going to lose everything.
That's it.
Yeah.
Because one thing is everything for you. And that's why I need you to start reframing. that not everything is of the same level of importance. Now, which 5 are the least important to you?
The least?
Yeah. So which one would you let go of? This one here?
Yep.
Okay, give us another one. This one here? Okay, 2.
That black one.
Okay, that's 3. Can you give me another 2?
That base.
Okay.
That one.
Okay, good. Okay, now, let's apply this to amps.
Little one in the PV.
You just made a huge step. You've been able to separate one from all.
Rather than just seeing them as all equal.
Yeah.
I get you
See?
now. I see it. Yeah, yeah.
I think we've actually crossed a bridge. Are there any of these guitars that you would let go of now?
The ones that I picked. Yeah, I could.
You could let go of those?
Yep.
The 5?
Yep.
Really?
I could.
I cannot tell you how surprised and proud I am of you at this moment.
Thank you.
Seriously. Letting go of 5 out of 25 guitars may not seem much, but it's a huge step forward for Steve.
It's like Tetris.
And I just hope with so much other clutter still to get through, he can keep the momentum going. I'd love to know whether it's working okay. Now to make sure every amp Steve's keeping is fine to use at home and out at his gigs, I've arranged for all the electrical equipment to be tested by a safety technician.
Upstairs, Angie's called in guitar expert Scotty to value a special piece from Steve's collection.
This one stood out to me mostly because look at it. I love the colour.
It's gorgeous.
Tell me about this baby.
We have a beautiful Dan Electro guitar.
Yep.
It's a 59 DC. DC standing for double cutaway, and 59 being when they started making these guitars in the 1950s.
Okay, so what else makes this guitar stand out?
Well, it's got lipstick style pickups.
Yeah.
And then also the volume and tone, that's normally separated. And here it's double stacked knobs. And yeah, it's a beautiful playing rock and roll guitar.
Were they all originally like this, or?
No.
Are they...
Well, this color is particularly interesting. A lot of the guitars you'll see are black.
Yeah.
But this color here is known as Peachy King.
Oh, that suits it. Turns out, while this unique gem is from the 1990s and quite collectible, the Dan Electro line originally became super popular after being played by the guitarist of a well-known band.
It very famously, in black, was used by Led Zeppelin. For Kashmir, it was very famous for a performance in 1979, I believe.
And then they kind of blew up after that.
It definitely drove up the demand for the guitar.
Okay, interesting. So Steve was telling me that he got this baby for $200 secondhand.
I can say that it's definitely worth more than $200.
Okay, good. This beauty is an amazing find, and I want to get Scotty to check out the rest of the collection for any other prize guitars, so I know which are worth displaying back at the house and hopefully give Steve exciting news about their value.
Back at Steve and Megan's place, tradies are working hard to get the 5-room reno done in time, with timber panels now being installed in the dining room, while the kitchen is getting a facelift.
The dated and daggy look with mismatched doors needed to go, but the existing layout and cabinets were good. So we're upgrading old laminate bench tops with custom-fitted oak ones.
This bench looks much better than the old blue one.
Yeah, the oak bench matches the oak panelling, the oak flooring, everything looks consistent now.
Yeah.
But rather than waste money replacing everything else, I'm just changing out a few cupboard doors and painting them all white to match.
While the sink gets reconnected, upstairs, installers begin replacing the worn-out carpet, adding thick underlay in the music studio to reduce Steve's guitar playing being heard downstairs.
With the acoustic underlay plus the carpet you selected, it's really going to dampen out a lot of those sounds.
But on the staircase,
Oh, gosh.
Cherie's discovered a problem where the old carpet was ripped out.
Oh, my goodness. There are thousands of staples on the stairs. When this townhouse was built, they went a bit berserk attaching the carpet to the stairs. And now we're left with raised staples everywhere. They've got to be flat.
Yeah, what's going over here, though?
Carpet, just carpet.
Carpet, yeah.
To get the new carpet laid, we've got to start pulling these out, and that's going to take ages. Trouble is, this is the only way to get upstairs, so this will create a real tradie traffic jam. Plus, I've already got deliveries arriving with new furniture to bring up. This is going to set us back big time.
Coming up, Angie discovers Megan's vibrant past.
I won.
You won?
So I drove right in the back of the car.
Oh, you
waving
didn't?
like I had to act like the queen.
With the wave.
Yeah, in the wave.
While Steve reaches breaking point.
Make a decision.
Yeah,
Come on, Steve. Here, stay or go.
Stay.
Steve and Megan are trying to cull their massive collection of clothes that overwhelmed their bedroom and pushed Megan to sleep on the couch downstairs.
What size is that? Sorry.
But Steve's struggling to make decisions, and Peter's getting frustrated at the lack of progress.
All of these, which are... Wait, stop.
Oh, yeah.
That are essentially, as far as I can see, the same item. I can tell you right now, unless something changes, you are not going to get your clothes back into the master bedroom.
Understand.
So,
Yep.
Okay. So,
Just,
so
I
are
just
they
need
all
a little
staying?
bit more thinking time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Steve's ADHD is really making it hard for him to get through this task quickly. These have never been worn. Make a decision.
Yeah,
His anxiety level is rising and he's having trouble staying focused, while Megan's keeping way too much. It feels like this might be a little tougher than you expected.
It's ridiculous because every time I open my wardrobe, it's full of clothes and I say, I've got nothing to wear.
Here's the thing about clothing, that we think that more choice will make us look better or feel better, but the fact is that more choice actually just paralyses you.
Yeah.
That if you have less of better, you can put yourself together in a much quicker, more stylish way.
Yeah.
I can see Megan's now forging forward. But I'm really worried about Steve. I've never seen anyone agonise for this long over every item.
Yeah, it's pretty daunting.
Yeah?
Yeah. Very.
OK, what's the daunting part of it?
Just getting through it and making the right decision. Yeah, you feel like you're making the wrong decision.
What's the wrong decision?
Throwing something out that I'll go, oh, I wanted to wear that.
You might make a wrong decision. That's not going to be the end of the world.
It's reality. In reality, you know, it hurts sometimes.
And it's just one item at a time.
Yep.
OK? Jump into it. Let's go.
Yep.
Let's go. You need to move fast and you need to not give it a ton of thought.
Get rid of it.
At last, I think Steve and Megan are starting to see that delaying decisions and holding on to too much just leads to choice overload in their daily lives. OK, we started with 7 tables and hanging racks. Now we're down to 2 boxes each of clothes and 2 hanging racks each, which you're keeping.
It's a big drop.
And 16 boxes of stuff that's going off to donation.
Wow.
This progress has been a hard slog and it's getting late in the day. Come with me. But we've still got a huge amount of stuff to get through. At this rate, we could be here all night.
With the staples finally removed from the staircase, the carpet can be laid down. But the delay has put the reno team seriously behind.
Go low.
In the music studio, as shelving's added to create Steve's guitar repair station and acoustic panels go up, Cherie places a last-minute order.
I'd love to get some block-out curtains to help with the acoustics in this room.
Specifically brought this fabric for you. It's got the flocked back, so that will help with your acoustics. I think this is perfect. All right.
Yeah, good.
With the staircase now back in action, the furniture is rushed in to be assembled.
A lot of Megan and Steve's furniture was too big for this small townhouse. Downstairs, the dining table crowded the room and it was blocked off by the couch. So I brought in modern furniture that's less bulky and suits the open plan space better. But it's dark outside now, and we've still got heaps to do before we can rebuild this place to the homeowners tomorrow.
Megan, you have 4 times more shoes than Steve. 184 pair versus 48. By any measure, that many shoes for one couple is off the charts.
They can go.
Good. And even though most of them are Megan's, she's off to a promising start. But Steve, he's still obsessing over every decision. And today's sort has now become the longest I've ever undertaken. But I have an idea that might just act as a circuit breaker. Steve, take this box. You have to help to get the shoes into the large boxes. Megan, these staying or going?
Go.
Okay, good. Steve?
Woohoo!
With these ones?
Go.
Good. Make sure they get in the box. Good job, OK. By harnessing Steve's excess energy and getting this couple to work together,
Those one can go.
Steve can help Megan achieve her goal.
They can go.
OK, good. And she can show him how to get things done. Steve, start taking care of some of yours.
Yeah.
Good.
All right.
OK, let's go.
Yeah.
It's like a switch has finally flicked on in Steve's brain, and he's using his hyperfocus like a superpower, concentrating intently on how to complete this task. OK?
Yeah.
Good.
Done.
Megan, so you come down from 184 to 58. Steve, you've come down from 48 to 24, so 50%. Fantastic job. I'll make sure that these are packed up and go back into the house.
Thank you.
We've got a couple more things to do. Let's go. Good job.
While Steve sorts through his guitar accessories, Megan heads upstairs, where Angie's hoping to learn more about the memorabilia she found amongst the clutter.
At your place, we do see a lot of Steve. And I was like, where is Megan amongst all of this? And then I see this.
These are very old. Every year for our annual family holiday, we would go to a car festival interstate. They always had a princess competition, which I'd been entering every year since I was 3.
Oh, my God.
So I'd sit down and they'd ask me all questions like, what kind of car do you want when you're older?
Oh, it's like a proper pageant, like.
Yeah, it was like a proper interview and everything.
Does Princess mean you won?
Yes.
Oh.
I think I was 15. And then this one, it was the first year I was eligible for Queen. And I won.
You won?
So I drove around Yarrawonga in the back of the car.
Oh, you
waving
didn't?
like I had to act like the Queen.
With the wave?
Yeah, the wave.
Oh, so good. I love how Megan really lights up when talking about her precious memories, including those from her years of winning ballet competitions. These are beautiful.
Oh, I can't throw them out.
No, they're still very special. All these treasures really show her achievement should be celebrated by being front and centre in her home.
That ballerina's never been out of her box.
Okay.
Because I had so much stuff in the bedroom that I could never display her.
So I want to come up with a creative way to showcase these gems and keep Megan's joyful spirit alive. I can't wait to show you what I come up with.
Thank
You're
you.
the best.
Coming up, as the Renault team race to the finish line,
Oh, my God.
Really?
Megan and Steve are stunned by how much they're donating. It's early morning at the townhouse, and while construction rubbish is being responsibly disposed of, inside, the team is cleaning up.
After pulling a long night, we're back on schedule to show Megan and Steve their transformed home today. But to get this place sparkling, we've got to do a thorough clean, because when you're renovating, dust and debris gets into every nook and cranny.
Meanwhile, Megan and Steve are back to finish sorting their clutter.
Now they can go.
Yep.
And are being quick and decisive about what to get rid of.
Good. Like speedsters, I'm loving this.
From tossing out music
Am I going to have time to listen to these? You know, I'm going to make my own.
to donating old furniture.
Go and go.
Okay. My heart is full of love for the two of you at this moment.
They're now working together with a shared goal.
From now on, one in,
one out.
One out.
Deal.
And enjoying each other's company along the way. Finally, it's time to see the results of their hard work.
Okay. Remember when you first came into this hall?
Oh my gosh.
How astounded you were at how much stuff had come out of your home. Well, I'd like you to have a look at how much you are taking back to your home. Open your eyes.
That's what we're taking home?
That's it.
No way.
That was great.
You went from 196 to 41 boxes.
Wow.
You hit 80%.
What? So we achieved it.
You got it right on the nose. Well done. Ange?
Oh, this is so very impressive. But I can't wait for you to see what I can see when you turn around at your donation pile.
I haven't turned around yet.
Do it, do it, do it.
Oh my gosh.
So many clothes, so many shoes, over 300 books. You have donated that to the Salvos. They're going to resell it on, and it is the equivalent of a cash donation of $9,000.
Steve, how do you feel now with so much stuff gone?
I feel relaxed. I feel calm now, like I can't wait to walk in the front door again.
Wow.
Whereas before it was like,
Megan, how are you feeling about it now?
I feel it's going to have a massive impact on our relationship.
Yep.
I think we'll go back to being the fun couple we were.
Yeah. That actually says that we've achieved what we set out to do. And I think I love those tears. I do. Can I tell you, it just says that you've moved to a whole new place.
it was great to have my eyes opened up. There's something sort of worth a lot more, like a relationship, than material things.
We've recognised our relationship has just not been what it was when we first met. And I think it's given us a new respect for each other because we went through this together.
Wow. Wow, that's fantastic.
All the items donated are off to a local charity, while the things being kept are brought back to the townhouse, where everything is given a proper home, including clothes being put into new bedroom storage.
Drawers underneath. I love that you chose this.
Yeah, most people have their beds on little legs, and all that space under your bed is prime real estate.
In the music studio, a new beanbag chair is unpacked for Steve to relax in as he plays his guitars. While downstairs, Angie showcases Megan's achievements. Cherie lays out a welcome home hamper for the couple, and styling items are delivered so they can be laid out on the new dining table.
How come we went with these colours?
Well, I wanted to create this really cosy, inviting atmosphere. So the sage green and all these earthy browns. So bringing nature inside.
It looks beautiful.
Next,
Oh my God!
emotions soar as the transformed home is revealed. And to experience Space Invaders firsthand, scan this QR code with your phone to step inside our 3D virtual home. Help Peter declutter as you explore every room, shop the look, and discover hidden treasures. Scan now to start your Space Invaders journey. After a long and difficult declutter, Megan and Steve are about to see their newly renovated townhouse.
Making those hard decisions about what we got rid of was one of the most exhausting things that I've ever had to do, actually. But with all that out of the house, it's going to be fantastic.
The clutter caused us to disconnect, and this has brought us back together. So I'm really excited. It feels like a weight's been lifted off our shoulders.
Steve, Megan, remember when we first came into your home, you couldn't see any flat surface because there was so much clutter in this room. On the count of 3, I want you to open your eyes and check out your brand new, beautiful living space. 1, 2, 3, open your eyes.
No! No! Oh my God!
The crowded living room has been turned into an open, welcoming space for the couple to relax, with plenty of storage added, so every item has a home.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I love it.
This is absolutely stunning.
Oh, wow, it's so beautiful.
There's all this space.
Well, the team and I have been super busy, so you can see that old daggy carpet is gone.
Thank goodness.
These beautiful floating floorboards now. We've actually painted right throughout.
I was going to say, the colour is wonderful.
We've got beautiful wall lights, we've got privacy roller blinds, light diffusing curtains.
Oh,
This is so beautiful.
Oh.
Something missing. There's no guitars.
Which is actually a very good segue. Ange?
As much as we loved the guitars, after our beautiful chat the other day, I got to see the real Megan. So we've placed little parts of you down here.
The ballerina's finally out of her box.
Fantastic.
It's about getting the balance back. So, Megan, you are now back in this space.
Amazing. Have a home.
And it's not just this area, but there's more, isn't there?
Well, you have your dining room behind you.
The old dining table was too big for the space and covered with so much clutter it was unusable.
Oh,
Help!
Wow.
oh my God.
A new table has been given pride of place, with plenty of room for Megan and Steve to enjoy meals together and entertain guests.
It's perfect.
The physical space hasn't changed. It's just the right scale furniture. You've got this beautiful setting for 6 people.
Thank you.
You've got heaps of storage across that wall. And you've also got your beautiful kitchen through there now.
The outdated floor tiles, benchtop and mismatched cupboards have been replaced with a modern makeover, featuring a warm, colour-coordinated theme.
Oh, man, this is bench top.
It's amazing.
Got rid of the old blue laminate bench top and replaced it with an oak one that matches your oak flooring, your oak cladding, your new handles. We actually took all your kitchen doors off, replaced those.
They're all the same now.
Yeah, nothing mismatched.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I could never have imagined how beautiful this would look.
So how about we check out upstairs? What do you say, guys?
Yeah.
Come on, come with us.
I love your shoes.
Before we go to the next reveal, Megan, a little photo of you from your dancing days. But we've got to celebrate the fact that you were once queen.
Wow.
Thank you.
All right, come on. We've got more little surprises up here.
The spare bedroom was so full of clothes and clutter, Steve was forced to play and repair his guitars in the living room.
Oh! Oh my God!
It's been transformed into a bespoke music studio, with all Steve's guitars and equipment in easy reach.
This is fantastic. Like, wow. It's a dream.
See all the cladding on the walls? It's acoustic panelling, so it's going to make the room a lot less echoey. We've also installed these really heavy curtains. The carpet that you're standing on has acoustic underlay, so now when you jam with your mates, you're not going to annoy your neighbours.
Wow. Rock on.
We've also got this guitar repair station, which is your old wardrobe.
This is unbelievable.
Everything for your gigs is here.
That's so cool.
We spoke about the ADHD, the hyper focus. So here is where that happens with the guitar repair. But there's also guitars as art, and this is where Angie comes in.
I had a friend come in who knows a thing or two about guitars. Your beautiful little Dan Electra over there, Peachy Keen. I know that you paid $200 for it, secondhand. It's actually worth $1,200. And your little one in the corner there, little blue baby, that goes for about 10 grand these days.
Oh my God.
So, you know, you can keep that in your back pocket.
The master bedroom was overrun by clothes. Stressing Megan out so much, she resorted to sleeping on the living room couch.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's amazing.
Now, it's a calm, inviting haven where the couple can rekindle their romance.
Sheree, walk us through it.
Well, we've continued the acoustic panelling throughout. Got brand new, beautiful carpet, block-out curtains, but I think the real centrepiece in this room is the beautiful bed suite here.
Amazing.
And the great thing is we've managed to get your clothes into this closet. So handbags and your hats above, Megan, your shoes below, Steve.
Oh, how organised is that? The whole team has done such an amazing job. This is something that Stephen and I could have never done on our own. It's such a beautiful thing.
I'm so grateful. It's the best thing that's happened to me in a long time, besides marrying Megan.
Steve's ADHD led to clutter taking over this couple's home and their marriage. But by empowering Steve to break through indecision and Megan to reclaim her sense of self, they've gained a beautifully renovated home where they can spend quality time together once more.